I made this magic wallet and key holder and customized them with a luxury leather and HydroDipping with their unique customizable features which you have never seen before. We will keep 3 goals in mind and I will reveal them as we progress in the video. Plus why it's called the magic wallet. Cut 4 squares and took some cardboard out on 2 pieces so the elastic could fit in there. But before gluing the elastic, I had to run some tests. After testing and tweaking the elastic tension, I found the perfect fit. Task 2. Make it luxurious. I cut 2 pieces of plastic leather and those tiny lines out. I glued the cardboard squares onto the leather and inserted the elastic through these holes and attached the elastic. The full tutorial is linked in the description for anyone who wants detailed steps. After that, I cut out 4 holes to insert some magnets. More about that later. This time I took a lot more cardboard out so the leather could be glued on the edges and it wouldn't increase the total height. But no wallet is completed without card storage, so I made another 3 layers of it and made some lines and let my mother sew them because I don't have any idea how to do it. Thanks, mom. Now these will go there, but the problem is those white lines, which I really hate. So I painted them with this black marker. A lot of time lapse, huh? Because it took me weeks to make these 2 projects. The second is the key holder, but before that I glued the layers without making a mess. Here is the card storage. And now for the coolest feature. This wallet does more than holding your cards and cash. Stick around to see how. Task 3. Add a cool feature. For the magnet coin holder, I repurposed blade pieces, hammer them into pieces. It was really hard to do them on the first hit. These are the iron shapes. I carefully fitted them into the cardboard by carving shapes in it. Now I stuck some double thin wood pieces and hammered some more iron pieces. Then I opened the sealing of the stick and glued 1 iron part like this. Then I painted them with black spray. Next I glued them on the main part. Afterwards I took a plastic and added thin balls and magnets. This is the tray for the coins and this is the door to open it, and I glued also the second magnet. To cover the top, I smoothed the edges of pop sticks and stuck them on the leather to hide the wood beneath. The first gluing phase went well. I added a red accent for a custom touch. It looks perfect but not good overall because on the next gluing phase this happened. Did you catch that? Look here, the super glue went in the mechanism and with that the cool feature was destroyed. I've spent the last 3 days working on this tiny thing, but I am not going to give up. After the first design failed, I rebuilt it bigger and better. Instead of this blade sliding mechanism, I used wood sticks for smoother functionality. Adding 2 threads to control the tray opening was a game changer, and the leather gave it a sleek finish. Next, I took some cloth off from the leather so the magnets contain their power and stuck it on the magnet area. I thought the magnets will contain their strength, but nothing helps if they are not flat to each other. There is a gap because of gluing way before all of this. So I made a completely new wallet, improved the corners and took the cloth off so they are thinner, and finally it's flat and it works as I imagined. Now the key holder. I cut out 4 pieces of ice cream sticks and cut out half a circle on 2 parts and drilled 2 holes. I am going to follow the same steps as for the wallet. Make it thin, luxury, and add a cool feature. Then I sanded the sides of all 4 of them, I'll get there later, and glued them with lime. Next I added the magnets and later I stuck another piece and sanded it from this thickness to this thinness. Then I smoothed the edges with my blade. Later I drilled holes where the keys will go and sank the hole deeper, so the screw goes a little bit in the wood and not like this. After that I sprayed them black too, but plain black doesn't look good, so now it's HydroDipping time. For a proper guide, I asked ChatGPT for help.
1. Apply a primer. 2. Fill a bowl with cold water. 3. Spray in a good ventilated area. 4. Shake the can properly. 5. Spray 2 or more colors one by one. 6. Dip your object immediately but slowly go deeper. 7. Remove the excess paint above. Take it out and let it dry for 24 hours.
Then I dipped the other one too. While they were drying, I made the connector for these pieces out of the same leather as the wallet and added an extra part for the ring. Then I made the cool accessory base and added some blade rest. I wanted to put my logo on this thing, but the problem is the paper will get scratched easily. So I ran some tests with tape and put it in an oven plus a thick plastic piece. The tape melted immediately and the plastic didn't stick and left some stain marks. After the third test, I stuck some tape on it. Then I glued the plastic on the tape and voila! Our accessory is done. I know I messed up a bit because the glue went in from the sides. Now that the paint is dried, I asked ChatGPT before and it said I should buy a transparent can to make the paint more scratch resistant. So I applied the transparent layer and let it dry at night in the cold weather, and kind of the spray gave a frozen effect. I was so angry and sad about it, but I broke one to take out the magnets and the other one was not so bad at all. So I made a new one. I applied the layer and rushed back into the room so it wouldn't freeze again. After letting it dry for a couple of hours, I connected the leather joint and glued one part of the screw set in the bottom and broke the longer one to make it shorter. I placed my keys and closed it. Do you think it's over? No. After literally using it 5 times, it got loose and the keys were dancing around. So my father told me to get a thread and roll it around and put it back in. Plus the accessory was useless because it was falling easily. So I made again a new one and put one magnet in here and one in here. The moment of truth. Let's go! Yo Bilal, what's that cool thing in your hand? This is my HydroDip key holder. Turns a boring key pile into an organized accessory. Check out this. Pretty cool, huh? Whoa, that's awesome. But I bet you don't have a wallet as cool as my Nike one. Nike? Please let me show you something better. Not only this magic wallet looks sleek with its luxury leather, but I added a twist to it. Storage for coins. Don't need them, just take it out. And now it's slimmer. Cool. But why is it called the magic wallet? Alright, let me show you why this is called the magic wallet. It's seriously cool. You just put your money here like this, and now watch closely. Flip it and boom, your money is magically locked in place. Pretty slick, right? But wait, it gets even better. Now flip it again and look, the money moves. Left, right, left, right. Okay, that's impressive, but where can I get one? You can't unless you make it yourself. Download the free document with all the measurements used in these projects and watch the detailed video, because without that, it's impossible to make one. All the links in the description below. Because we're talking about luxury, I made a luxury pencil as a gift. So click here and I will see you in the next video. Peace.